G'day Carbonites, welcome back to Brutal Ark. Well, if you skipped the intro video, then I guess welcome to Brutal Ark. Okay, so we've spawned on Viking 3, which is my favorite place. Favorite place to start off with anyway. And you'll remember from last season, we actually built up here, which was a really cool starter area. It was quite good. Obviously I'm failing to jump at the moment, but anyway, what we're going to do is I want to build over here. So I think this will be really good. That's Myth's place there. He's we're going to be his neighbor. But yeah, this is where I want to build. Right here. And the thing I like about this is it's still going to be fairly dangerous because like things can run up here fairly easily, and not to mention all the Rexes and all sorts of shit that can fall off there into our base. But it's also fairly defensible as well. So we've got this ridge and it's sitting up elevated a little bit. So I think yeah, it should be a pretty cool spot where we should hopefully get a little bit of action, but not get completely wiped out 24/7 as we would if we were to build just down there. So I should probably start actually making some stuff. Let's get some of the basic tools. So I was picking up supplies while where's the hatchet? Oh, we need flint. Yeah, basically. Yeah, so I was picking up supplies in the intro video, so we've got a little bit of stuff to start off with, which is pretty good. Just going to clear out these rocks so we can claim this area as our own. So if you didn't watch the intro video, basically the mod forces players to only be able to build within their claimed area. Okay, so everyone else has already started on the server a couple of weeks ago. I wasn't able to because I was still working on the mod, making some changes and stuff like that. But the mod's in a good position now, so I'm going to use this time to try and start a series while I continue to make improvements and add new features and stuff like that. I didn't realize you could get Plant X right here. It's actually pretty cool to know. Just want to get rid of all these rocks because we don't have a great deal of room to work with. Okay, that's not bad. It's not bad at all. Okay. Now, first thing we're going to have to do is we're going to have to place this one here, the claim block, which is actually what we should do first is show what happens if you try to build outside the area. So you'll get a warning up on the top of your screen, and there'll also be a buff icon down the bottom right. So that only shows up when you're trying to build. Now when you're placing something down, you may get situations where it actually places, but that's because it takes a little bit for it to calculate. But then eventually when you try to place something else next to it, it'll disappear. It's just a limitation. Like there's not a great deal I can do about that. But yeah, just keep that in mind. Sometimes it'll disappear straight away like it's meant to, but other times it might place that first one, but if you try and place something else next to it, it'll disappear. But anyway, let's get the claim block. All right, let's place that right there. And then that shows you the area we can build in. So I'm not sure if you can see the height there, Um, but basically the initial size is configurable in INI settings. This one, by default, I set it to 11 foundations. So 11 as a diameter, basically. And also 11 high. So it'll be roughly 6 walls high and 6 walls low as well, roughly. Because there's a little bit of a variation between the width of a foundation and the height of a wall. Anyway, let's spend our level up. So, because you don't want to die while you've got to level up, because you'll lose it basically. Part of the punishment for dying in Brutal Ark is you lose 5% of your XP. And if you had a level up when you died and you lose enough XP, you could lose that level up and you have to re-level it again. But if you spend it straight away, you don't lose it. You just lose the XP that you like would have had. You might drop down to like here and you'll have to get back up to wherever you were. Anyway, okay, let's get a small hut down. Just somewhere to store our stuff. We're going to be trying to push for wood as soon as possible because thatch is not going to protect us from a great deal. Where are we going to place this? Let's go there. I'm not really that worried about it because I'm hoping not to be in this thatch hut for very long. Okay, so we can get rid of that building area. You can hide the claim area. So it gets rid of that because I realize it can be pretty annoying, especially at nighttime. My God, it's so obnoxious at nighttime. I've got to do something about that. Yeah, that's absolutely hideous. I can't really do a great deal about it though, and it's going to bother me as well. Fuck it, let's might be able to fix it by hiding it. It's my oldest trick in the book. When Ark does something dumb, just hide it. I realize that's upside down. I'm trying it. I'm seeing how it looks. I think that'll work. It doesn't make any sense, but I'm spending far too much time on this anyway. All right, there's our thatch hut. Yeah, that looks cool. That's what I wanted. The little offset apex roofline. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, so what do we need? How we need to progress. Let's get a campfire. Let's grab a small storage box as well, just to throw some crap in. And we will need a reusable spear. Oh, by the way, if you're going to be playing Brutal Ark, I would very much recommend having reusable spears. Just because the start of the game, it can be extremely difficult to actually kill anything. Because everything is fairly high level. Even like dodos and stuff like that, like they can be a mission. So do yourself a favor, get reusable spears, or if you're a true masochist, just go for gold. That is looking good. Now we did need a little bit of flint, I think. Yeah, so we can make one of these, and we can go out doing some gathering. What else do we need? Would be good to make one of those. Oh, that's actually that's one thing I need to do. Damn, I don't have enough hide. Okay. I might just spawn one in just because I need to do something, because I've been on this server before and I've accumulated points which I want to erase. So let's go into players. Here we go. How long have we been playing for? 20 minutes. That is enough for one. There we go. And then cheat, destroy my target. There we go. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention is we do still have some rules on the server. Only one that I can think of at the moment. And that is we can't tame anything unless we unlock the saddle for it. With the exception of like dire wolves and Gigantopithecus, things like that, where you don't need a saddle. Wyverns, you need to unlock the, I think it's the Giga saddle. I pushed it all the way down the end. Do we want to take on this Dilo? He's probably going to be a pain in the ass. Level 1000. My God. Look at this guy. Wow. That is a true Brutal Ark experience right there. All right, hide is like gold in early game of Brutal Ark for sure. It can be quite challenging to get. Like even these things are so difficult to kill that they're not worth it. Turtles you don't even bother. Trikes you don't even bother with. Like, because everything just has so much health. So you're constantly just farming low-level dodos and low-level dilos. And we should spend our level up while we have it. Let's get a little bit more weight. Just so we can carry a bunch of stuff. I feel like there was something else I was meant to be getting, not just hide. Flying through the levels. That's the thing with Brutal Ark, because everything's so high level. Well, I guess it's not really Brutal Ark, because you can just set the override up high and it'll still do the same thing. But anyway, like because everything's so high level, when you actually do kill something, you get a lot of experience points for it. $14.50. That guy probably has like 60,000 health. It doesn't look like there's anything else down there. It's a couple of dilos, but without bowlers, I don't like bothering them. Let's see if we can pick up a little bit of metal. after we kill this guy. He's only 250. He should drop pretty quickly. A little bit more hide. It'd help if you get your pick out, Timmy. Jesus. Alright, movement speed. Movement speed is going to be key for this playthrough. If you remember the last playthrough, there was no point pumping health because everything would just one-shot you no matter what. So you're better off pumping speed and being able to outrun stuff. And we're going to pass out very soon. See if we can alleviate that a little bit. Just until we finish getting this. Oh, that node's gone. I think that'll be enough metal for now. We only need a couple of pieces just to get a smithy and that sort of stuff. Let's make one of those. Oh shit. I totally forgot about this. That is a crucial part in surviving Brutal Ark. What it does is it reduces your threat multiplier. So without having this down, your multiplier increases each time by 1. So we need to quickly place that down. Oh shit, and it's too close to Myth's base. Fuck. Yeah, it seems to be like its enemy foundation check seems to be larger than what regular structures are for some reason. So I need to reduce it because I want it just the same as what everything else does. So we don't get issues like this where I have to build my... Am I out of the claim area? No way. I am. Shit. Yeah, I'm fucked. I can't place it down. Okay, so Myth is gonna log in and he's gonna invite me into the his alliance. So then that way we won't be considered enemies and I'll be able to place the TS. All right, cool. So we're in the alliance now. Well, we're in just a temporary alliance with Myth, just so we can place this thing down. Because fuck everyone else. No, the reason why I don't want to join their alliance just yet is we're going to get a lot of their threat. So if we join the alliance with every single one of those guys, we're going to inherit 5% of each of their total threats. And that could very well push us into the threshold where we could be considered as a threat to Brutal Ark, and they could choose us. And if we were to get chosen in this current state, we'd just get wiped to the floor. There'd be nothing left. Oh no, that's not true. The claim block would remain because it's invincible. But that's it. Okay, so let's have a look at our tribe menu. Yeah, so it started to peak, but I think we've got it just in time. So it's only done 2 scans by the looks of it, but it was starting to go up. But yeah, it looks good. Looks good so far. We should be able to maintain that fairly easily. I did want to make a bed or a few beds. Don't need the cooking pot. We don't have crystal to make a spyglass. I'm not going to even bother making cloth armor because it won't do shit. It'll just constantly break and I'll just have to repair it. So, I mean, if I get bitten by something, I'm dead anyway. It doesn't matter if I'm wearing armor or not. So, fuck it. We'll just run around naked. Naked until flak. That's going to be the name of the series. All right. We can't make that because we need metal ingots, but that looks pretty good so far. I'm not going to be too pedantic about where I place these things because we're just going to pick them all up anyway. And we've only got one bed apparently. Could have sworn I made 3. That's all right. One will do. Okay, I think that is going to do it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're looking forward to the series as much as I am. It's going to be awesome. We are going to get absolutely wrecked. It's going to be awesome. All right, that's going to do it. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, don't forget to lead your targets, and I'll see you next time.